Good afternoon, people. Y'all see my little picture? Anyway, um, I wanted to come and talk really briefly about natural beauty and accepting yourself the way that you are naturally. Um, I feel like it's something that I used to, of course, never ever ever have a problem with doing. But then as I started getting into um cultural makeup trends. I liked makeup because my mom taught me how to do like natural looking makeup when I was younger, and I was that girl who was interested in it. So my mom did teach me how to apply makeup in a way that looked natural, right? But then you get older and you feel like you want to try different stuff and you spend money and all that great stuff, right? And lately, with this spiritual journey that I've been on, slowly but surely, some things have been changing in that arena. Like, now all I wear is like lip glosses and lipsticks. Um, I'm toning it down even on the colors and stuff that I wear because I don't know, like you don't want to be. I'm learning about modesty and being shamefaced in the sense of not even being prideful. Excuse me, y'all, I was burping. Not even being prideful in the way that you apply your makeup. Now, there are some people who truly believe that makeup is of the devil and that, you shouldn't beautify yourself with makeup. And I'm looking into that more because, honestly, with the way that makeup is promoted now in our society, it can kind of be understood why people would think makeup is the devil. On top of that, it's such a big booming industry and makes so much money. And I don't want to say that the makeup industry itself tells women that they have to do this in order to be more beautiful. I think us women have those problems and issues with our own imperfections all by ourselves. We got that sewn up alone, but those the industry does it messes with those things that they already know that we feel or the insecurities that we already have about ourselves. For instance, when I was obviously when we were all younger girls, we didn't think that we had to have makeup on. But the moment that we started wearing makeup and we liked the way that it made us look or whatever, and we liked what it did for us, we started feeling the need to have it more and more. Even if you always knew you were beautiful like the way I did, my parents always told us that we were gorgeous. And when I looked in the mirror, I saw a beautiful young woman with or without makeup on, right? But I'm not gonna lie. When I started wearing makeup, to see the way that I felt like it enhanced certain things that maybe I wasn't too happy about. Like, for instance, these eyebrows of mine. I'm the one who got eyebrows just like my lovely mommy. Shout out to Regina Ivy over there in America. But I feel like I was the one who got eyebrows exactly like my mom's. Like, my mama's eyebrows kind of blend in with her and they're kind of sparse. So she never cared about it. I don't think she used to rock hers really thin back in the 70s and stuff like that when that was in. But now you have the trend where you want to give yourself fuller and thicker eyebrows, and I had gotten on that because I wanted to have eyebrows like my sister Claudia or Janelle or Jeremy, right? But I didn't have those. And this is the way my eyebrows look naturally, but I know that if anybody has seen any of my pictures and stuff like that, they've seen me most likely with some filled in eyebrows. Eyebrows that the shape was my own, but it wasn't really my eyebrows. Like, don't wet your face. Don't rub your hand. No, I'm recording. Don't come in. Don't record. I mean, don't record. Don't what am I trying to say? Don't don't just try to be sweet, right? And caress my face because unfortunately them brows might come off, right? So in a way you kind of couldn't completely be yourself because you don't want to mess up your makeup, you know? And so in on this spiritual journey that I've been on, I'm learning to embrace all of me for real, like without filling in my eyebrows. I can embrace me without lipstick on. That's not even hard. But it's those little bitty things that you felt like you needed to do, right? And you really didn't have to, but maybe you were somehow conditioned by this society or even by your own mental fleshly thoughts and desires of being what you think is perfect. And now it's really crazy because it looks like my eyebrows are growing. I can still see the difference. I can tell the difference, obviously, in the brows, but they're growing and it's me and it's my natural shape. I ain't have to do nothing to this. Okay, this is what it is. And even if I don't really think they're perfect, it's still mine. They're beautiful and etc. But I think I just wanted to come really quick and kind of make I guess a video confession type thing because it was like kind of really hard for me to let go of putting a little bit of dark pencil on my eyebrows. It was kind of a tough little process for me. But now that I'm doing it, I get to see my natural beauty like completely without no additions. This is just Jude right here, or Naeem Shakam, by the way, that's my Hebrew name. But I'm just really excited about it because it doesn't look all as bad as I thought that it did. And I think that us ladies can psych ourselves out and we can definitely make something way more bigger and important than it really is. I mean, heck, I used to love Whoopi Goldberg because I felt like she was a beautiful woman, even though she ain't have eyebrows. I don't know if her that was her naturally or if she used to cut them on purpose, but she was really pretty to me, especially in her younger heydays and stuff. Like when she first came out, she was gorgeous to me with no eyebrows. But I wanted eyebrows, but she was beautiful without them, and I was just like, dang, that really says a lot. But at the same time, I still did not associate that, I guess, in a way with myself. I never applied that to myself. So now being called out by fellow sisters and brothers in the truth, um, maybe about the necessity I used to feel to fill in my brows and even just do any of the makeup stuff altogether, it's really caused me to think a lot. When we were young girls and boys, and men today to me still don't, I'm not saying that all men are like this, but to me, many men don't obsess over a lot of stuff. Like, or if they do, they just have a really great way of concealing their obsessions about the way that they look. I feel as though, I don't know, it's like it's not that much pressure for them to just be themselves as far as in the natural appearance department. A lot of men seem to be really okay with themselves and their imperfections. You know what I mean? And they still got their confidence and they will still try and do what's natural to them. If they're attracted to women, they're going to try to speak to you. They're not necessarily concerned if their brows look thick or if maybe even if their haircut is on point. Like they may even know that their haircut ain't on point, but they got to talk to this one chick. So they know that they're cool and they talk to you. Us ladies, we are just like so, for lack of a better term, I think full of ourselves. But I'm not saying that to knock anybody or to even talk about anybody. And even if I am, I'm talking about myself because I like makeup. I loved playing in it. I love wearing it, buying it. Whew. I had so many lipsticks just because I like options and trying stuff. And I was just spending money unnecessarily and money in a way that I didn't have. Like I had the money in my hand, but I don't think I had money to just be wasting on lipsticks. But that's what was something that I enjoyed to do, and so I did it. But the point I was trying to make before is when we are younger kids, we have beauty. We have our beauty, period. You know, and and we're not concerned that much about our outer appearance like that. We're just ourselves, unfiltered. Well, for the most part, free from free from what anybody else deems to be beautiful or not beautiful. And a lot of times when we're younger, people are falling in love with our spirits. They're falling in love with the essence, which is who we really are, like our personality and how we treat people, how we act. That's what they're falling in love with in our youth. And then something happens in between our youth and adolescence and young adulthood where we begin to feel that we need this other stuff to make us more beautiful than what we literally always have been. That's something that I've been thinking about, whether I wanted to or not, I think. But today I looked in the mirror and I was like, I mean, my eyebrows are not like the ones that I draw on and stuff, but they're mine. They're mine. I don't have anything on them right now. I actually think they're growing, which is pretty good because they look thicker than my mommy's. And I have nothing on my face but just some type of moisture because you know, chocolatey chicks can be ashy and stuff. That's not cute. But my eyebrows was it was like a big kind of deal to me. Like even if I got rid of foundation and stuff like that because I always knew I never had to have that. I just like putting it on because, as you can see, there's like, okay, under my eyes, it's like really bright right here in the cheek area, but right under my eyes, I feel like you can see that kind of like dark brown going on, and then right around my mouth, dark brown. And so I look at that like discoloration or hyperpigmentation. So foundation is to make me all one color, whichever one that I would want to be, right? So that's why I used to use it, but I knew I never really had to have it. I felt like I'm still beautiful with all my hyperpigmentation. I knew that, but I still, I guess, was aiming at perfection, what I thought was perfect. So that's why I would buy foundation. But I've since let that go because it only aids in breakouts that we don't need. So anyway, and I don't like bumps and stuff on my face. So I was just like, all right, I could chill out on that. But it was these brows, y'all, and these eyebrow pencils that I just really did not want to let go of. And I was like, mm-mm. I can let go of the foundation, lashes, and all this other kind of stuff. But this eyebrow pencil, I gotta have because eyebrows frame your face and stuff like that. But now, since I've been having to practice going without it, and I have decided, honestly, within my heart of hearts to go without it, I'm beginning to see just how pretty my natural brows are. I'm beginning to see just how pretty my natural ones are. So I'm loving it. And before I get interrupted again by my loves, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Plus, I've been talking too long anyway. But I hope somebody definitely can feel where I'm coming from. Okay, bye, you guys.